Mine went the wrong way.
Oh.
Mine locked up.
Wake up.
Wilmington.
Oh, he sung it too. All right, Jerry. All right. Love it. Love it. That's hilarious.
Rick's going to fire us.
No, he can't get this cheap of help.
Cheap labor like that. Besides, now that we're doing a Wake Up Washington Courthouse, I got to keep you guys around.
Use both of us. All right, well, looks like a little minuscule chance of rain today. Now, I say minuscule, I'm talking 25% or less. And it's off and on Tuesday. I think it's just, if we get any rain, it's going to be spotty. Spotty showers is what I'm thinking. Tomorrow, let's see. Well, they're saying 40 and 50% chance of rain. So a little more until tomorrow evening, and they're saying 80, 85% chance of rain. So those of you guys that go to my cruise-ins, just to let you know, tonight's cruise-in, Washington Courthouse, is canceled. Not because of weather, but because of
Anus?
the kitchen's not going to be open.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not Chubby's tonight, is it?
No, tomorrow's Chubby's. Tonight is Champions Courthouse. Champions. It's too early in the morning. I'm trying to remember. Champions.
Rachel's got to keep you in line here.
Yeah.
That's why you marry a younger woman. There you go.
Is that what
That's why. And then Wednesday, looking like, well, it's just saying 30, 40%. And then Wednesday evening on mine, Jerry Bear says it's 15% chance.
I was just going by what they were saying on the news.
You can't, the weathermen are liars. The weathermen, they don't.
That's a little harsh, Charlie.
No, it's very true. But I can't tell you the amount of money that weathermen have cost me on outdoor events that, oh, it's going to rain all day, 70% chance of rain, yada, yada, yada. And not rain at all. I've already seen Rick Morton this morning.
Joanne? Really?
Don Wells, Dale Fry, and 6 others.
I saw Rick Morton. I passed him this morning. He was coming to Wilmington, him and his lovely wife, Stephanie, who's the cookie queen of the world. Oh, man. If you never had a Stephanie Morton cookie, you haven't lived. Am I right, Jerry?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Especially those last ones.
I'm telling you. If you have not had a Stephanie Morton cookie,
Macadamia nut.
the chocolate chip,
and the
butterscotch
white
chip
chocolate.
with sea salt. Chris.
By the seashore.
Oh, my
Let's just face it. She makes a cookie, it's good.
All right. So we got a little news. If you guys don't recognize this guy, it's Chris.
It's been 2 months.
Yeah. Chris
It's been
Newport.
that long, has it?
Yeah, it's been
a
2
while,
months.
probably.
It's
He's
been
been
2
on the party
months.
bus.
Yeah, right.
Farmers Insurance. He's here. We'll talk a little insurance. We'll talk. But yeah, great weekend. I'm more interested to hear about his weekend here in just a minute. All right. Here we go. News. Markets here today are mixed. And they're really going to be unsteady today just because of the Israel-Iran conflict. So, what do you guys think about Israel-Iran? What do you think about that? Not good, is it? No
Rick and I was talking about that earlier.
What do you think?
We just were worried about gas prices. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, gas prices will probably go up. That's gonna be
I saw
part of it.
277.9 yesterday. I'll bet you it's not that way today.
You know what? I got gas in Hillsboro for $2.70. Joe Davis got it in Springfield for $2.40 something. Yeah, Hillsboro's $2.70.
So when I got home here on Sunday, it was like $3.19.
Yeah, that's about what it is.
Well, but that's why it was in Hillsboro. Some places were $3.09. Leesburg was $3.09, but then everything else
I guess
was
it depends
$2.70.
on whether you're catching them going up or coming down.
Yeah. You were asking about
Israel, Iran, yes.
we were talking about it, and you know, Israel had that plan for taking out the Ayatollah, and Trump didn't want any part of it, and I think they'll still do it.
Well, I think they gave Trump the out, so now they'll still do it. Yeah, I think they'll do it, but they're going. All this is on their own. We can't tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it Netanyahu that said, well, Iran tried to assassinate Trump twice.
Right.
Yeah, and so what I assume what they're saying is that the two attempts, or that attempt that we all saw, plus the other attempts
Right.
that were all from Iran, but we knew that there were supposedly Iranian assassination teams in the country.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And then we'll have all these lovely riot. We'll talk about that here in a minute. All right. Markets are closed on Thursday.
Joe Holdren is up early.
Joe Holder.
At least he's checking in early.
Yeah.
That's what he's always up early.
You know, markets are closed on Thursday. It's a holiday.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
You mean this Thursday they're closing for Juneteenth?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Will
Just
the
saying.
post office be closed?
Yes. It's a federal holiday. That's why Deanne Learman can come in. She doesn't have to work. All right. Minnesota lawmakers killed. Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed this weekend, and John Huffman and his wife Yvette survived, but John only got shot. Did you guys hear how many times this guy got shot? Well, let's play high-low. How many times did he get shot? What do you think?
10.
Just a little bit lower. 9 times,
Wow.
and he survived.
Well, so in other words, he emptied a clip on him.
Yeah. And then, that's the other thing he's supposed to
That's
do.
crazy.
So what happened? Did his
He's
wife
supposed
get?
to shoot.
Did his wife get hit with a through and through or what?
His wife, guess how many times she got hit? Less.
5.
More.
10.
Less.
7.
You guys are all
8.
around it. 8. There you go. 8. There you go.
So wait a minute. So what did he have a larger clip, or did he reload?
I have no idea what kind of gun he had. Sounded like to me he might have had a, what do they call those? Not an AK-47,
Not
but
an
an AR. No? AR, a whole lot of bullets.
Yeah, but if you got shot 9 times with an AR, I'm thinking,
Yeah, but they
You're
shoot
pretty bad off.
22 rounds. That would make sense.
no, they shoot 2, 2, 3, and 5, 5, 6.
Well, what's the ones that shoot?
If you
Some
There's
of-
rifles that shoot 22, but
If
Well,
you were-
there's
if you're going out
AKs
to
or
commit
ARs.
assassination, would you take with a 22? I mean, unless you're going to hold to the back of their head.
If I'm going to shoot him 9 times,
Probably,
yeah,
it was probably a handgun
I
with an
mean,
extended
they
clip.
don't have much gun knowledge, so they will take what they can get.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably using a handgun with an
The
extended
shooter-
clip.
Maybe it was a burn.
The shooter is in custody. 57-year-old Vance Luther Bolter is
Maybe
his
it was a
name.
Democrat.
I don't know. I guess,
He worked for the state of Minnesota.
Oh, he was a
appointed
Democrat?
By the governor once.
well, he, it was interesting too because he wore a mask. He had like one of those latex masks, like a Mission Impossible mask on. And dressed as a cop. A little scary.
He was in military gear when they picked him up.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. The Army had their birthday parade. It's kind of neat. I set to record all of it. It's supposed to be 4 hours because we were camping Saturday night.
Recorded the parade.
I mean, well, I just want to see it. Yeah. Yeah. You always see like the Chinese
Yeah.
and North Koreans and walking down. And ours kind of looked a little ragtaggy compared to them boys, but anyhow, it was okay. It was neat history seeing all the different outfits throughout the years. But hour and a half into it, it quit. Quit recording for some reason. I don't know why.
It was also Trump's birthday.
Yes, it was Trump's
So
birthday.
how old was he? 78, 79.
I think he's
I
born in
think
42.
78. Well, 79. No.
He's not that old, is he?
73.
Yes. He's older than you, Jerry.
Maybe I saw the wrong date.
Even now.
Because his birthday was the day before.
Right. Here,
Yeah, everybody claimed it was a parade for his birthday when it wasn't. It was a parade for the Army.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they're going to make it out to be whatever they can.
How old is Donald Trump?
Good morning, Pamela Daniel. Great T-shirt.
Yeah, Pam, she's
We
one.
know it's not Chris. We know it's not Care Bear.
He's 79. Yeah, Pam had a great show
So
yesterday.
he's actually older than we all thought. 79.
Yeah, Pam, she's one of the heads of the Rocket Run show and had a great show. They had 70, speaking of 70s, 77 cars. Counting mine, 78. So nice
part did you
turnout.
take?
Well, the hearse isn't running right now, so I'm in the Blues Brothers car.
We saw that out front of the Murphy the other day.
Yeah. Yep.
Or did it just die?
No, I put it there for the Blues Brothers film. So that worked out
For
good,
the Blues Brothers film, which played at the Murphy that night.
which was Friday, right?
Did you ever see the party bus? Were you here? You weren't
No,
here.
I wasn't. I was, where was it? We were camping, Saturday.
You know, they were supposed to have a party bus. That's what Trevor said.
Yeah.
I saw no party bus around. I was trying to see it. I was going to hop on it.
I asked John Porterfield if he was on the pole in it, but he said he didn't see it either. But
I saw it said party stop. They had the signs out, but I didn't see the party bus.
Porterfield was at the Eagles, and he said, "Yep, all it was all day was drunk women coming in." That's all he said. Drunk women.
I think women tend to like wine more than men. That's probably it.
Wine is fine,
guys
but
that-
whiskey's quicker. What song is that? That's a song. What is that song? Wine is fine, but whiskey's quicker.
I
Great song.
served for a couple movies.
Let's see. No King's Day, baby. Wilmington had all their people out there for No King's Day.
They did? Where were they?
Oh, right there on the courthouse, right here. Yeah, down
I
this
didn't even know
street.
they had one.
Oh, yeah, them. Yeah, No Kings, baby.
So how many they had?
Oh, I'd say there's probably 70, 60, 70 at least. Might have been more. I just glanced. I don't even know how I saw
Afraid
them.
you turned to stone?
Was I over here? I must have been over here Saturday morning. Oh, I had to go pick up some trophies.
So the entire makeup of the Democrat Party in Clinton County was out on the courthouse?
Well, and I didn't say anything, but there's a lady that had a sign up from Chillicothe's No King's Day. And I almost commented on Facebook, and I said, no, just keep scrolling.
What's up, Chris?
Just keep scrolling. So anyhow, Rick Morton's watching. Hey, I wanted to put on there, wow, nice language, because it was like something effing this, and it's like,
Yeah.
there's old women.
Well, I just
Sign up at the courthouse? Hold it up?
This was
one of the
Chillicothe.
protesters.
Yeah, this.
I just figure we'll go ahead and keep July 4th, No King's Day. I mean, that was the one we always celebrated.
Right. There's only one king.
What that when we separated from a king?
There's only one king. That's Jesus. Everybody else just shut up. Well, I like Trump's thing. Did you see Trump? Yeah, about. Oh, I wish I could remember it. But it was a hoot. It was
Where he
funny.
talked about the fact that they were happy that they didn't get their king.
Yeah, it was something to the
And that
effect
he's still the
that.
president.
Dems don't realize how stupid they make themselves look.
Yep.
They just keep doing it and they keep doing it. And, to the same people out there, it just reconfirms the same people. These people are absolutely mentally unstable.
Basically, at the end of it, the punchline was, and just let all you guys know that was worried about us having a king, I am still your president.
He said,
And it's time to go to break, so we'll be back and cover a little more news.
all right.
Forget the clown princes of basketball, the Harlem Globetrotters. There's a new all-star, family-friendly comedy polo team taking the sporting entertainment world by storm. The Equine Trots.
Bringing their highfalutin, high-kicking, mallet-swinging, horsey hijinks to an equestrian center near you.
I'm Amanda Martin,
And I'm Steve Burnett. Made up stories just like these.
as well as real news about what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
On the Murphy Report. News the way it's meant to be delivered.
In less than 30 minutes, or it's free.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
Amanda, my buddy Sam was recently tossed from his own horsey all the way across the arena, landed in a soft bale of hay right next to another horse that was already asleep.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. What's his condition?
Stable.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. City Council surprisingly votes 4-3, banning citizens from dressing up their puppies.
Mere days before the local kennel club's National Puppy Jamboree.
It's a canine conundrum.
And City Hall has blood on its paws.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories we make up just for you every Monday morning, plus the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater in Wilmington, Ohio on The Murphy Report.
Your mistrusted name in made-up news.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Amanda, but I dress up both of my dogs, Claire and Wally.
Oh, let me guess. Bonnie and Clyde.
Nope.
Abbott and Costello.
Nope.
Mickey and Minnie.
Ah, close. William Gibbs McAdoo and the first of his 3 wives, Sarah Hazelhurst Fleming.
Of course, the Treasury Secretary under Woodrow Wilson.
And his wife. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372.
I'm still watching roller skating.
Yeah, me too.
We're back. Yes, we are, by golly. Anyhow, we were talking about No King's Day, and it's over, thank God. And Trump is still your president. So there you go. Air travel is slowing now, which I'm hesitant. You know, we're talking about going to South Dakota. We kind of had the wild idea, rather than driving out and driving back, but to drive out,
Rent a car,
rent a car and drive back.
so fly out, not drive out.
Yeah, fly out and then,
And then drive back.
Point is to drive out and
Yeah.
get another car.
No, fly out and then drive back, because that would cut a little bit of time, and you still get to see everything. Of
A
course,
lot of time.
you could go 2 different routes and see different stuff if you drive, so I don't know. We're still talking about that, still in
Going out that
negotiations.
direction, Charlie, ain't nothing out there. So
I know.
it's boring.
I remember going through Kansas before, and it's like,
Kansas is the worst place to drive anywhere that I've.
it was awful.
It's just, yeah.
Oklahoma wasn't much better, but
No,
it was a little better.
at least there's a few things.
Let's see, what do we got here? Friday's gonna be the longest day of the year. Musk, his robo-taxi service, will start Sunday. His taxi-less drivers will start Sunday.
I mean, he's a driverless taxi.
Yeah, something like
Taxiless drivers.
that. Taxi-less drivers.
Charlie's in his dyslexic stage today.
I am. How to train
Drive
your
out and then we're gonna.
Saddle up, baby. You riding now?
How to Train Your Dragon, the live remake, costs $250 million to make. But first weekend, how much you think it brought in?
400 million.
100 million.
What?
200 million.
87
87
or 84 million.
84. Well, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. Sinners.
I thought maybe it blew things out.
Have you guys seen the movie Sinners? I have not. I want to see it. Sinners. I guess vampires.
Vampires suck.
Yeah, vampires
Really?
do suck. I want to see it, but I think it's out of the movies and waiting to be streamed now. But it's the only one that's
So it's a new
like
one.
it's like in the top 10 for this year, and all the rest of them are remakes. They're in the top 10. So that's the only reason I brought that up. Oh, let's see.
So where are we with the NBA? Who's
It's 2. I've got that on my list. I'm glad you asked. 2-2. Yeah, 2-2. So pivotal.
Have you ever watched that 3-minute basketball?
Yeah, 3-on-3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
They do a lot of kids tournaments. They call it, what is that, Gus Macker? Yeah.
They had a big fight at the game yesterday. Eric and I went out to Roosters for Father's Day, and we were watching the 3-on-3, and they got into a big fight. I don't know whether stuff like that. You wonder whether it's real or whether they just staged it. You have no idea.
You don't know anymore. You don't.
All right. G7 is meeting in Canada this week. And Zelensky, Vladimir Zelensky, and
Begging for money.
the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte are going to be at the G7 on Tuesday. So that makes me wonder, is he going to ask to be in NATO or something?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, but they're both going to be there together. I'm just tying it.
Ukraine will never be in NATO.
The Fed meets sometime this week. I thought it was today, but I'm not sure about that. And they say old Jerome baby will just stay steady with where we're at. He won't make any interest rate cuts.
But is there any reason to do it now? Because technically, if you consider 2% being zero inflation, that's where we are. Right now, we're at 2%. So that's what they always want to get down to, and Trump's got him down there already. So why would you need to cut interest rates?
Spur the economy, spurred it.
Oh,
Now,
spur it?
yeah, Chris Robinson, did you know he's going to have blue hair if we raise enough money? Did you know that?
I was
What are
gonna
you
say,
raising it for?
Did we raise the money?
Huh? Well, it's not going to be until fall.
What's it for?
It's for his shoe fundraiser. He's got to make 5,000, I think is what it is.
I think that's what we said.
Yeah, 5,000.
$5,000 worth of shoes.
New York City mayor primary starts today. You can vote in the primary for the New York City mayor.
They had a lot of people running too, I think.
Yep. And the Paris Air Show is this week. And Florida Panthers. I tell you, this don't even sound right. Florida Panthers are one win away from the Stanley Cup. I mean, Florida and hockey, it doesn't even seem right, you know. If I was a Canadian, I'd be so mad.
That's one of the more successful hockey franchises in recent years.
Oh, yeah, they won last year. This is going for back to back.
But I mean, they won a couple years back too. They won Stanley Cup.
All right, that's all I got news-wise. So let's talk. Chris, do you want to talk a little insurance, or let's talk a little Lake Cumberland? You had a nice Father's Day weekend, didn't you?
Yes.
Look good, yeah. So who all went? What did you do? Let's hear about it.
So it's a regular thing we do. So I take my kids, usually one's still in Boston, but we go to Lake Cumberland every year with a friend of mine down to his house, and he takes it out on the boat and everything. So it was a little rainy. We got absolutely drenched on Friday. We went to Conley Bottom to go eat lunch, and it just opened up and downpoured on us. So we got drenched there, made it back, got the boat out of the water and everything eventually. And then just helped him move into his new house. He just built a new house and helped him move and everything. So, but me, Melissa, my daughter Taya, and my mom went with us. So we had a good time. It was fun. A lot of friends. We've got a lot of people that we know down there. So there's a big group of friends that have houses and everything down there and boats.
Was the lake busy?
No, it was actually, we went to what was called Old Party Cove on that side of the lake, and there was maybe 20 boats. It was the deadest we've ever seen it. It was ridiculous.
Why?
Everybody was scared of the rain. It was scheduled to rain. We were out Saturday. We were probably in by like 3 o'clock or something. So it was early. So it came in and it did downpour. And then it rained on us most of the way home on Sunday. So, but we have a good time. He's got a nice boat, nice house. So
did you swim any, or is it too cold?
you could get in. Some people were getting in. I didn't. I don't think I ever got in the water, so I just didn't have a need to. And but you can get in it. The water's not too bad.
Did we stay healthy?
Yes, we were very healthy.
I
were all
just
very
remember
healthy.
seeing pictures of your daughter, which she sent me. She had sent it to me. She just showed me pictures of you and her on the side of a boat one time.
Oh, that was fishing.
Yeah.
So, well, I can get on a boat. I can go on boats and everything, but even on this small boat, this is when we went fishing years ago. We were down in Florida. But I can get seasick. But I don't get seasick every time I'm on a boat. It's when we're sitting on the waves, just sitting there doing this.
I get seasick too.
Oh my God, we were out fishing. We went on a charter boat.
Was there any help though with like a little Bud Light? No Bud Light?
No, that day it wasn't. It was all, we were just sitting there fishing, and it gets me sometimes on that. But we were out in the ocean down in Florida, and you're talking big waves on this boat, and it just got me. And I mean, I went, and then she was behind me, and we were standing side by side, and somebody took a picture of us. I was like,
now
geez.
that's not her story.
What's her story?
Bud Light might have had a little something to do with it or something.
No, we weren't drinking on the boat. They wouldn't let us out. We tried to take a cooler. They wouldn't let us take a cooler on that.
You don't drink on the lake.
No.
I'm just telling you what she said. That's what I
Maybe
remember.
she was confusing that with the other.
Maybe that's a different.
Now, there's been other times that's been involved, yes. But no, that one I don't think we were allowed to take drinks on that boat, that ship. We were allowed to take pop and like some snacks or whatever. We didn't have any alcohol. So no, that one was pure seasickness.
That was pure what?
Seasickness.
Oh, okay.
We used
So what's funny is I went on a cruise, never had a bit of a problem.
Well, it's not as near.
It's usually, well, that is you don't feel it too much, but I mean, I go on his boat all the time. We go out, do everything, and the only time it's ever got me is when we sat still waiting on a group of people, and the waves just sat there and got me a little bit on that one too.
Well, our first day in Alaska, the boat was doing one of these, but other than that, it was fine. The rest of the
we
way.
used to camp down Cumberland years ago, but we used to go down there and camp.
Looks like a nice place.
Oh, it is.
So did you stay with this guy, or what'd you do?
Yeah, we stayed at his house. He's got a pretty big house. He's got 1, 2,
How many? It was
3,
like
4,
three
5.
or four of you that went with.
5 bedrooms. Well, 4 including and 5 including his. So there was 4 of us. There was him and his girlfriend. There was another couple with their kids. So there was probably 12 of us total.
Wow.
So
But how many was in your group?
12.
You had 12.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see
including 2 of the kids.
I didn't see that many.
Well, there was.
I saw you, Tay. Was there another daughter that went, or a son, or?
No, I only had Taya with me. Though there was 2 little girls with us that were
Yeah,
friends. There was another couple
yeah.
that had their kids with us.
Yeah, I saw those little kids.
Yeah. And then there was
they're older woman.
Pete and Jess's boy, Carson, his friend was with us.
Who's the oldest? Who was the older woman?
Older.
Wasn't there an older woman?
My
with
mom.
you? Oh, it was your mom? Okay. Well, I met his mom once at night. I mean,
Yeah, that was Mom.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was your mom. All right.
What does it have to do with you met her at night?
Well, because that's when he was going down for the North Carolina for the aid run. And we had some aid, and I had it in my office. She come up and picked it up.
Oh, yeah.
North Carolina.
I was thinking what it meant by night, but I'm guessing he didn't get a good look at her.
No, I didn't. Yeah, it was dark.
I was confused there for a second.
But she was there like 2 minutes.
It
You
only
know.
comes out at night, Charlie.
Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
All right,
Speaking of which, it is 8:30.
Yeah, it is. Does that mean we take a break?
Sure.
All right, let's take a break.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
You might want to think twice before putting forth any effort in improving your station in life. Why being all it's cracked up to be turns out not to be all it's cracked up to be.
Just ask the Liberty Bell.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up news you didn't know you needed to know, including all the latest real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in Wilmington, Ohio.
With the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
On a somewhat related note, Amanda, in my youth, I was once referred to as all that and a bag of chips.
I imagine nowadays you're referred to as all that and an extra large bag of chips. Fried in lard.
Absolutely. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Donuts. Getting a makeover and a name change.
It's every baker's nightmare. Buckling to the snowflake social media pressure, America's tasty glazed treats will now be known as doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Why wait for real news when you can get all the made-up news you need?
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, the Murphy.
On the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
I have tried so hard to cut back on my daily doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings intake.
Really, Steve? No one has noticed. And I mean no one.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Let's get personal. Come on. Let's get personal.
What the?
It didn't hurt a bit, Chris.
Chris didn't want to play with us. Hold on, Chris.
I got confused for a second.
Tay Newport is one of your hosts for that. Tay, Get Me Out on Newport Beach will be one of your hosts. Sarah, Play Me Like a Piccolo Fife. And Dr. Jeffrey, Mr. Footlong himself. Schussler.
He's Jewish.
Dog Stinky Dogs.
He's Jewish.
There you go. Oh, what's that got to do with anything?
I liked his post he had on.
Did you see his wipeout?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But you mean where he blew a tire?
Tire blew?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't total his little cart.
Yeah.
And then when he got to the spare, it was a 5-lug rather than a 4-lug.
Yeah, can you count the lug nuts there? Come on, Jeff.
Did he get rolling again?
Yeah. He was out at Lowe's yesterday. I thought
I saw.
I thought maybe I'd stop by and say, hey, but I came in here.
Thought I'd say something to him, but I didn't get there. I didn't get there.
Yeah, all his hot dogs were only $6.
$6 for a dog.
Six
You can buy 2 or 3 packs.
Good Lord.
Specialty dogs.
Yeah, they're specialty.
Okay.
They're specialty.
They're good.
You
They
put
are
special
very good.
sauce, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're Nathan's hot dogs, so yeah, that's about $6 a package. So for Nathan's,
And I watched pickleball all weekend.
imagine that. Rachel and I got new tattoos. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's that one that you got.
I love it.
Jerry and I said,
I love it. See ya.
Why do you have?
Well, you know here's what's funny about that. No, I got the guillotine because Revelations 24. If we're still around, if the rapture is not taking us, you're gonna get a choice. There's gonna be a judge up there. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it when I have the wrong number of nuts too. That's true.
is that too many or not enough?
But with the guillotine, you're gonna get a choice. You're gonna get a choice: either go to heaven right away or take the number of the beast and go to hell.
And just think,
So.
he's responsible for you being saved.
I know, he is. So, Revelation 24, 20.4, check it
I
out.
don't think it was pertaining to that, though, Joe.
You know, here's what's funny, though. The girl who did my tattoo, Paige Kleinholz, which was awesome, she had I guess got a little guillotine. She had a guillotine about that big on her leg. It was huge. Isn't that weird? I never even seen a guillotine tattoo before.
Wow.
And here I'm getting one, and she's got one.
Gee,
So
mate.
obviously she liked it. Did I see Dave Hurst watching? There you go, Dave.
Correct.
Yep.
Dave got a new tattoo.
Hi, Goose.
It was specials this weekend. For Friday the 13th, different places run different specials. And ours was $31.
I think I saw that post of $31 for a tattoo.
She got the flying eyeball over there, which is a car thing, which is cool. I
How
could.
many tattoos do you have, Charlie?
There's just all right here. If you want to count them, boom, right
Have you
there.
ever counted them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that arm and on this arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 5, 13.
Do you have
How many do you
Charlie?
have, Chris?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, you thought he was going to say none. How many you got, Jerry?
None.
She said she'd be willing to put a mistletoe tramp stamp on me, too.
That's why I was going to ask if you had a tramp stamp.
Mistletoe.
Oh, Lord have
Well,
mercy.
you'll kiss my ass. Sorry, now I'm just
If I was going to get a mistletoe tramp stamp, I'd rather have it on the front.
kidding. Oh. He said he wanted it on the front. That's Jerry saying that, not me. Not me.
Well,
Aren't you glad you're here today?
Oh, this is a great show.
just warming up.
All right.
Been down the rabbit hole yet.
So, no,
talk
everybody's-
insurance?
Everybody's gonna have
there you
have
go.
that decision one day unless you get taken by the rapture. And that's the reason I got it. Because it opens up discussion. Why would you? Somebody
Oh, yeah, that opens up.
Oh, it did. Somebody's already got on me. So why would you have that on your arm? Well, let me tell you why. That's the perfect. That was perfect. So I've already got to witness to a couple people. All right, now Dave's got 11. There you go.
How many do you have?
0.
0?
He's
No piercings.
he's a
No
chicken.
tattoos.
Oh, I don't have any piercings. No.
72 next week.
It's time to get one. Jerry, do you have any?
No.
You should have one.
Nope.
You should have one.
We're virgin, both of us.
Yeah.
And he's even over
Each of you should just get a strike for all your ex-wives. There you go. Just like-
Yeah.
What's that 4 on there mean? Well,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
or what would be funny is 1 scratch, 2 scratch, 3
Yeah.
scratch,
Yeah.
4 scratch. All right, insurance-wise, I mean, nothing's changed,
May
right?
1st, I will give you a call.
Everything's good, right?
We're getting ready to gear up. He's getting ready for the haunt.
Oh, yeah.
Already.
So is there anything new and earth-shaking in the insurance world?
No, just the changes we talked about. I mean, I would suggest people know that, like this rain that's going on, like you said, that apartment complex, is that flooding's not covered. So
Unless you
that's the
live in
biggest
a
thing.
floodplain.
If you have flood insurance,
That's the government. That's
Yeah.
Well,
That
you
has to go through FEMA,
You have
yeah.
to have it. If you live in a floodplain and you own property, you pretty
if
much
your
have
bank,
to have
if you have a loan, you do.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get rid of their loan and then get rid of the flood insurance too.
Leonard Scholler, I wouldn't do that. That'd
But
be dumb.
and the problem is that if you don't live in a flood zone, there's people that are flooding right now that can't get flood insurance because they don't allow you to get it. So there's a difference between like water backup where your sump pump fails. That's covered if you have the right coverage. Again,
Yeah.
check your policy.
the coverage, right?
You have to have the right coverage. So, but then flooding, which I've heard a lot of people calling in about coming through the front door, coming through the basement windows, coming through the walls, whatever, because the water's getting high, like you said, where you were at. There was enough
Well,
water.
it wasn't me, but somebody else was there. Yeah.
Well, the apartment complex, enough water to get into the front floor of that apartment complex. If they're not in a flood zone to begin with, they're not getting that. And that's where we talked about, like, one of the first shows I was on when that flood happened down in Cincinnati. I mean, it flooded the hill.
Right.
So, I mean, and that's abnormal to have that. So they definitely didn't have flood coverage. Now, your cars are covered, but your home's not. So cars are covered by the flood.
So the cars are covered.
Comprehensive. All the cars were fixed, but none of their homes were fixed.
Yeah.
Leonard
So-
Scholler.
Now they're living in their cars.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Because flood insurance is through FEMA. Mm-hmm.
Well, there's different companies, but yeah, they're different
Yeah, but
organizations.
what happens if they do away with FEMA?
They'll go private.
So you think that'll go back to private companies or?
Yeah, because there's different. You don't go through the. Every one of us agents don't go through the same exact company to do flood insurance. So there are private companies that are doing it through FEMA, and they work with them and everything. So it, like you said, it'll go private.
And making a good point right there.
Yep. Leonard Scholler. Dick Gerald's wants you to get in touch with him, or he's going to try to get in touch with you. So just so you know. Clinton County Emergency Management Agency, the program overall needs to be overhauled. Regulation has overtaken the intent. That's true. Well, and if you live in a floodplain, you're still going to have insurance, but it'll just be private. It might be something else you could sell then at that point.
Well, yeah. So if they do away with FEMA and they do away with that program, there's been plenty of companies that pick that up and take it over.
Sure.
Yeah.
And now most insurance companies, I would assume, at that point, if it's allowed, would take it over and just put it on your home insurance and have it as an endorsement for that
Right.
cost. So, but a lot of them, one, don't want them.
You know, if you're talking about the roof, isn't that a separate endorsement on those policies now?
So roofs are becoming, that's one of the biggest things that people don't realize is that a lot of the companies now, and that's where you got to check your policy, check your renewals, like we talked about, is the fact that roofs are, if your age of your roof is so old, 10, 15, 20 years, depending upon the company, it will go to a scheduled payment plan. So that means that it's going to be depreciated. Well, they're doing this to try to keep from raising the rates, continuously raising the rates, because there's two big claims. One is roofs, with all the wind and the tornadoes and the storms, is the roofs are the biggest ones. And then actually, it's not water from this, it's water like lines and breaks in the house. No, like your refrigerator, your dishwasher, water lines in the house breaking. That's like, I believe, the second biggest claim that they're talking about right now. So there's changes with that coming too. But the roof is, the problem is that people wait 40 years and get a roof based on a storm. I called one of my customers and talked to her about the fact that her roof went to depreciated value, and she said, well, how am I supposed to get a new roof?
Pay for it.
You have to pay for it. You've got to do your own upkeep. One is people don't realize, and a lot of roofers will tell you, you should have a roofer out every year, if not every other year at least, to check your roof, check your, like, all your little rubber seals, all your stuff. Because I've had people come to me like, hey, my roof's leaking. If you call me as a client or as a friend, the first thing I'll tell you to do is get a roofer out there, stop the leak. Tarp it, whatever you got to do. If it's your problem or my problem, let's stop the leak. Is there a hole in your roof? Did a tree fall on it? Or what happened to your roof? Well, I don't know. It just started leaking.
Now, if a tree falls on it, you're still covered.
That's different. But 9 times out of 10, people that call me with a roof leak, they say there's no hole or it didn't hit by a tree. It's not covered. I guarantee you, almost 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be covered because it's an installation issue.
Right.
If you say a tree fell on it, then yes, you're covered by insurance. But
they check to make sure that someone didn't saw the tree.
oh, well, that's a different story now. Wait a minute. Yeah. That's a whole different story. But it depends on your coverage then, too, whether you have replacement cost or you have depreciated value.
All right.
So now, when you get a new roof, you need to let your company know, whoever you're with, that you got a new roof. Because, one, it may be a discount on your insurance. It may bring your rates down.
Right.
Because the newer the roof is, the less likely they are to have to replace it. So that's a bonus. But also, they need to know the right roof year. So if you do have a claim, a lot of companies are going to the fact that if you've got a roof year of 2010
it's gonna be.
and your roof was 2025, they're still using this roof year if you didn't update it.
Yeah, I need to do that. You told me to do that. I haven't done it yet.
But again, everything is about looking at your policy.
But you know what?
Going over
My
your
insurance
coverages.
company should have that information because they paid for it.
However, it's where it gets a little tricky, and it's one hand not talking to the other. They did this over here, but they didn't update it over here. So I don't disagree, because our company is getting to where they're going to do that, but they haven't done that yet because this is all new.
Yeah.
So
That's really all I need to do is just call my insurance and say, hey, I did get a new roof here a while back. And it's what's he saying? Personal insurance company should be transitioned to not for profit or recent Fed hearings with insurance companies. Do you know him?
Freckle.
Is he just pulling your
I don't know who
shade?
that is.
Freckles had too many Diet Cokes this morning.
we just got new metal roof on our house.
Vicky
Barnes
Kendall saw
got
the
new ones a
party
few years
bus
ago.
too.
Oh, she did see the party
Yeah.
bus? Well,
And metal roofs are good. I don't care for them too much, but metal roofs are definitely good. Huh?
noisy.
Oh, my Lord. First of all, yeah, if it rains unless you got them insulated right, it's loud as can be in my barn. I can imagine it on my house, but also every house I've been in that has a metal roof, you can't use your cell phone that well. It doesn't work very good.
Really?
So that's just me. That might be the older roofs or whatever, but I don't disagree. Metal roofs are a good thing because, think about it. You aren't going to need one. It's not going to take off
First
easily.
I ever heard that.
Freckles says tough room.
Yeah. And what's funny is the house that I live in was built in the 70s, and they used that foil-backed insulation in it. You talk about trying to get a signal. I'm telling you, you can walk in my house, and my phone works fine. There's a lot of people walks in my house, and their phone just
Well,
Done.
Particularly if you've got like a T-Mobile or something like that. T-Mobile is terrible just by the nature, because it's a different frequency. There's GSM, and there's two different types of cell phone, and T-Mobile is the cell phone coverage that does not penetrate buildings very well. But I mean, it's hard even getting Verizon in here.
I think since they went to 5G, everything's changed. I think it just doesn't seem to work as well. Our phones are different now.
Well,
I mean, honestly.
They're listening to you.
Well, they've always been listening to us.
They're watching you.
Look, Horse manure. He wants to buy horse manure. I guarantee you.
You'll have it on yours.
We're all gonna have Facebook ads for horse manure.
It doesn't recognize.
I mean, it's just crazy that we just talk and it will give us advertisements for stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Vicky said they had no problem. They got metal roof.
That's good. And I think it might be, my experience is, it's been a while since I've experienced that, but I think it might be the older roofs with the whatever they were using and how they did it. The newer roofs are probably definitely different. Hopefully less noise too, because I can't imagine what it sounds like when it pours rain or hails.
Now let's put this myth to a rest here.
What's the myth?
That if you put a metal roof on top of shingles, that voids your policy.
I do not know of any exclusion for that. I know that there is a law and exclusion for if you have more than two layers.
Yeah.
So my understanding is 2 layers, but I'd imagine a metal roof is a layer, so I don't know the answer to that. And again,
I once heard that.
Here's
but
the
I don't know
answer.
if it's true.
That's true is you need to look at your policy and see what your exclusions are. Every company could be different. This company A could exclude it. This company B could say, nope, it's not a problem.
Well, I mean, I know that it's probably going to be more expensive to strip off the old roof when you put the next roof on, but at the same time, you really probably should strip it off so that you can see
the
what
weight.
Well, there's other damages.
Underlayment is, because there could be water damage and stuff like that that you don't even know of.
There's a lot of people that don't do it.
I mean,
I
you can-
agree with you.
I mean, it's no different than painting a car. You can either paint the car or you can sand it down,
Right.
fix all the dings, and then paint it the right way.
Yeah.
And a roofer will tell you, I guarantee you, most roofers will tell you it's better to take it off to check that lower section, though, all those boards and everything, to make sure there's no other issues going on or water damage. But I mean, a lot of people will do it for the cost cut because I mean, it is going to be cheaper to do because it's going to cost less.
It's all labor. Well,
Yeah.
Any way you look at it.
But no matter what, again, there's no 100% answer to that question because it's going to be up to each company
Right.
whether they allow that or not.
Karen Lawwell is watching. Good morning, Karen. And it is, listen, before we go to a break, here's what I want everybody to do. Take your nose picker finger and go down there and hit that arrow beside the comment. Share the show for us because
And we also want people to follow, but you are going to have to start working on getting everybody following Wake Up Washington Courthouse so that you got an audience there.
well, I
when
just
you make,
will.
when you make the transition.
We can do that. That won't be a problem.
All right, we're going to.
We'll be back in un momento.
I guess we're not going to do the Allstate commercial.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises.
The funny part is we do sell National General, which is an Allstate product now.
Wildlife extraction.
So we actually have started selling other companies as well too. So I do Progressive,
Wildlife can be very
Safeco,
destructive to
Travelers,
your house,
National General.
such as chewing on or
We
through
do a lot of them
electrical
now.
wiring and much more. Call us today
you're
to book an appointment for inspection at
Well, they allowed us to
937-302-6372.
do that, so you technically have to tell me no based on a price, and I can go get the
City
other price.
Council
but,
surprisingly
you know, that
votes
goes
4-3, banning citizens from
It's called
dressing
Farmer's
up
Choice, so we
their
have other
puppies.
opportunities.
Mere
We're supposed to
days
sell
before the
farmers
local
first.
kennel club's
Yeah,
National
so
Puppy
we've always been
Jamboree.
It's a canine
captive
conundrum.
until they
And
say,
City
no,
Hall
we can
has
go out
blood
and
on
do
its
what.
paws.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
They're
Feel good
captive,
stories
period.
we make up
They can't
just
go
for
anywhere.
you every Monday morning, plus the latest
But
on
we
what's
always
coming
had,
to
if
the
you-
Murphy Theater
if your
in
home had
Wilmington,
too many
Ohio
puppies or
on
whatever, I
the
can go
Murphy
somewhere else and
Report.
get it.
Your mistrusted name and made up
Auto
news.
is harder
The
because
Murphy
we've got a
Report.
Bristol West product
Find us
that's
on the Murphy
non-standard,
Theater
so
website
we can
and
always
our
write you.
YouTube channel.
So auto's
I don't know
hard
if
to
you're
take out
aware of
now.
this, Amanda,
They
but
take
I
away
dress
that
up
no
both
factor
of my
of
dogs, Claire and
ineligible
Wally.
to-
Let me guess.
if the customer's price is
Bonnie
too
and Clyde.
right, then you take them here.
Abbott and
So it is
Costello.
helping us
Nope.
save clients and bring
Mickey
new
and
clients
Minnie.
with that
Ah,
purpose,
close.
so.
William Gibbs McAdoo and the first of his 3 wives, Sarah Hazelhurst Fleming,
Of course, the Treasury Secretary under Woodrow Wilson.
and his wife. The Murphy Report.
Labor analysts have done the math. If God used union workers to create the world, just how long would it take?
6 days and a day of rest? Hardly. Experts say we might still be under construction, but at least we'd be on more solid ground.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made-up stories just like these are what we're about on the Murphy Report, with a new report every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Plus all the real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in the heart of downtown Wilmington.
Hosted by veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone. It's news you might lose. But if you do, we'll find it We'll pick it up, we'll roll it up, and we'll stick it back in your front screen door.
That sounds more like a newspaper, Steve.
This isn't a newspaper?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Give you so long, and you end up with a year to fix everything. Well, she's at that mark now. And once you're done with the Ohio Family, they kick you off and you got nowhere else to go.
So there's no like governmental
We could probably find some kind of Lloyd's of London.
We can hear you.
Lloyd's of London.
So that's where Lloyd's of London is like all the ones that are doing all the weird stuff. Like they will insure such and such as legs or such and such as hands or the football players. They're all the conglomerates that come together to do the crazy insurance. Because you're getting paid a lot of money to do probably never cover anything. So, but what's that?
Game on. We have a new game show coming soon now. Now that we have, and the times might have to change on that, especially if I'm in Washington Courthouse. So,
Well, the games
Everybody's
actually
doing
might
advertisement.
be integrated into the shows.
oh, okay.
Where we actually do live.
Well, we do that already.
Well, yeah, that'll all. In order for time constraints, all that's going to have to be adjusted.
Dang, that was a long commercial break. 8:53. And sorry we had hot mics there, but at least
We're talking about
one of the few times we were behaving.
That's true. That was one of the few times.
One of the few times we were behaving on the hot mic. So there we go. Anyhow, so you got
We were talking about
farmers, but you can offer other
uninsured.
stuff now if you need to.
So we do have the opportunity to, yeah. They've opened that up a little bit. So we do write some other companies as well to help bring down rates and help people out with that too as well. So yeah, so that's another opportunity. I mean, when you do come to us, is that hopefully we'll be able to find you the right rate now and the right coverages. And the biggest thing is the right coverages. No matter what you're paying, is make sure you got the right coverages. And I can't reiterate that enough. Is that's I see people all the time is okay. I pay $12 for my car insurance. I'm like, what are you paying $12 for? Because that's not any coverage I can think of. Yeah. So everybody wants the cheapest price.
Yeah.
Everyone wants the cheapest price. They want the cheapest price, which is great, but make sure you got the right value. Is make sure you got the right coverage for that right price. And that's where you got to make sure you got the right coverages. Because I can't tell you how many people I know that aren't insured with me that find out later on that they didn't have it or they didn't want it over here and they don't have it. So it's sitting down and going over all your coverages and making sure you understand what you have, what you don't have, and what you want, don't want. The same thing is if your wife's wearing a $30,000 wedding ring, do you have it insured on your home policy? Because it's not covered if she loses or gets stolen.
So now are there separate things where
I just don't have a wife. That solves that problem.
That does solve that problem.
if they chop her finger off, take the ring off, is there like any exceptions to this? You know, is it the way that it's stolen?
That's getting a little extreme, but
You got to pay for the hospital and the ring.
so I think health insurance will take care of the finger. But no, if your jewelry is stolen, there are very limited limitations to jewelry and firearms on your home insurance policy. So if it's above, usually it's like $1,500 per item.
So the firearms, is that because they're stolen a lot?
Who are we going to shoot?
The theft is the limitation.
Laughing at me. Who are you going to shoot?
There is limitations on theft. Now, if you lose firearms in a fire, there's usually not limitations on most companies' policies, but you have to check your policy again to see what those limitations are. But with ours, the limitation is on theft. Now, if it's lost in a fire, then you do have coverage.
But once again, is the limitation placed there because firearms are commonly stolen?
Yeah, firearms and jewelry are easily stolen items in your home.
Right.
Yes.
But now firearms, in most cases, can be traced a lot easier. Even some jewelry actually have serial numbers on them. But does that probably helps as far as recovery, I would imagine.
If it's taken to someone's shop or a real store, not a cheesy pawn shop, or just going passing back and forth to people.
Right, that's true.
I mean, when you buy if you bought a piece of jewelry off of him, are you looking for the serial number and checking it? Nope.
I just painted the gold on it yesterday.
I mean, heck, I mean, it's as bad as you talk about that, but I mean, when you're talking about how it works and serial numbers and all that, I know somebody that just bought a car, went to go get it registered to B&B, and it was stolen. They just lost $30,000. The car dealership sold them a car that was stolen. They didn't find out until they went to get a title.
Stolen car.
They're going through a whole ordeal with that.
So when you insure a car, is there any checks to see whether the car is stolen or not in the first place?
Well, the bad thing is if that car passes through with a good title, you can't go back to the last person you got it from because they didn't do anything wrong. They sold a car with a good title.
So somehow when
You got a good title.
there was
you're
something with
good.
the whole story with the BMV. Well, it's when they went to title it. It was when they took the memorandum or whatever it was and went to go get a license plate for it. They're like, "This car's stolen. What are you doing here?" So there was a whole ordeal with that. I don't know the whole story, but it was crazy. But ours doesn't really. I think it tells us if it was previously stolen or previously damaged on the title, like if it's a salvage title or something like that, extensive damage or something like that. But no, I don't think my system's going to pop up and say this car's stolen or anything like that I know of.
Reminds me, I gotta renew my driver's plates.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Did you renew yours?
Make sure you do that. So I have a client, name not to be announced, but calls me up with a weird question. I said, "There's no bad questions. They're dumb questions." She said, "This one's really bad." So they bought a car in 2021. 2021, bought it from a dealership, got the memorandum title, they transferred tags from one car to the next.
Right.
They go to sell the car, they go to trade it in. They have no title. They have no registration. They go walk out to the back of the car. The tag still says it's going to expire in 2022 on such and such's birthday. They never got a tag for 4 years.
Wow.
Well, 3 years technically. It expired in 2022. They never got stopped.
It never got stopped? Wow.
They went to the BMV, like they went to go trade the car in, and they don't have he's like, "We need the registration and the memorandum title." She's like, they're looking through the car, looking at the home, everywhere. They went to the BMV. They're like, "We have no record of this car ever being known by you. What are you talking about?" They never went to the BMV and got it registered. I'm like, that's crazy. So I told Taya because Taya was got pulled over once in her grandma's car. Grandma forgot to renew the registration. Well, she got the ticket, had to pay it. I said, "You're going to love this one." I said, "Our client ain't renewed her tag for 3 years."
I ran one for a year.
So they don't ticket the person that didn't renew. They ticket the person that's in
Driving
the
it.
car driving.
Yep. Because you are supposed to check that car over, and trust me. So when I talk to
A lot of people don't realize that if you drive someone else's car, if it's not insured, you're going to get the ticket because you're supposed to check to make sure the car is insured that you're driving.
Well, now technically I am
Your
insured.
insurance
I can.
should
My
cover
liability does cover me, so I can show that. But yes, that car is supposed to have insurance legally on it, so you could have some issues there.
Well, you insure the car now today. You don't insure the person?
So okay, so the way it works is that if I borrow your car, my liability insurance is primary.
Right.
For if I hit something or somebody, my liability pays first. Yours is secondary. Your comprehensive collision, towing, and all that covers your vehicle. So technically, if I borrow your car, even if it doesn't have insurance, I'm technically covered and legal to drive on the road, per se. But the car's technically not. You shouldn't have it on the road because you don't have insurance on it.
Right.
So it's a give or take a little bit on that, because now technically, that cop could say, "No, you're getting a ticket because this car doesn't have insurance." Because that's where a lot of people look at like insurance ID cards, and they're like, "Hey, such and such's name's not on here, or my 5 kids aren't on here." I've got clients that have 5 or 6 kids, and listing them on an insurance ID card is kind of hard. Well, what the cop is looking for is he don't care what name is on there. He wants the VIN number or the VIN number on that vehicle, to show on that insurance ID card to show it's insured.
Right.
After that, then it's, are you licensed, and what did you do particularly in that case? So when I talked to a friend of mine that was a judge here, Mike Dougherty, God rest his soul, he's passed since, but he was like, "No, that should be a problem. Grandma did it. He'd probably throw it out of court. No big deal." When we went to Greene County where she got pulled over, that judge was not very nice. You thought she had done everything wrong in the book. Like, he was a jerk. I was trying to like be there with her, and he's like, "She's over 18. I'm like, "Okay, I understand that. I'll sit down." But he was a jerk about that alone. Like, just from the get-go was a jerk. And then she tried to explain that it's Grandma's car. I apologize. She forgot to renew it. I didn't realize it. Well, you should walk around the car and check everything on that car. You should know that it's not red up. I'm like, good Lord. Like, I'll ask everybody here, how many people right now, before they get in the car, do what we're supposed to do? Is walk around and check your taillights, check your turn signals, check your plate, check your plate light,
No one does.
check your tire pressure.
I did this myself.
Like, you check everything?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah.
No.
Nobody does that.
No.
But he was a hard case thinking that this 18-year-old child was supposed to walk around and know what to do on a car. They barely know what to do with driving a car.
True.
But yeah, I'm like, it's crazy. But no, so insurance is a little weird on that part because, yeah, like I said, I mean, the cops is probably going to give you a ticket at that point because that car doesn't have insurance.
Right. Well, I mean, the cop has to make sure that they issue a ticket. So they'll let the judge sort it out.
All right.
My insurance still wouldn't cover anything because I'm not close to the fire department.
What was that?
You talking about your home insurance, Rita?
Karen Law.
My insurance still won't cover anything because I'm not close to the fire department.
So Rita, I'm curious what you're meaning by that. Are you saying you're having trouble getting insurance, or they wouldn't cover a claim? Because that's two different things. Because I know I've had trouble, like when I try to write people in Kentucky, 'cause I write both Ohio and Kentucky as well. But when I try to write people down in Kentucky, and even here somewhere areas in Ohio, they have what's called protection classes. Like we're a 2 because we have a fire department, we got fire hydrants and everything. But like my house where I'm at, out in Blanchester, is a 9. Because I'm 5.1 miles from a fire department and I have no fire hydrant, I'm considered a higher risk. Well, there are some that are protection class 10s that are hard to get anybody to cover. They're very difficult to get anybody to cover
I'm
them because
probably a 1. My fire
You're right next
department is right in the backyard almost.
I'm not sure what a 1 means, but I think 2 is the lowest I've seen.
No,
I got a fire hydrant in the front yard.
Basically, a protection class 9 is get out what you can, get the marshmallows out, and then let the fire department come clean it up because it's going to burn because they're not getting there in time.
dang.
So
And you're a 9?
I'm a 9, yeah. So
Your house is 9.
So if you're having,
Rita's saying they won't insure her.
so give me a call. I can definitely probably get you some insurance. If you are having trouble getting insurance, you can give me a call, and we can find you something.
There, he's putting his phone number in the comments, and while he's doing that,
We're
we're
gonna
going to go to the break with the mics off.
Are we going to turn the mics off this time?
Oh, this could get interesting.
We're going to have a new show. It's going to be all the
Hot mics.
hot mics.
There you go.
The hot mic blurbs.
We're going to record everything when we're
There you go.
off the air, and then we'll play that at another.
When we come back, we're going to do some games, some birthdays.
All right, I'm going to turn the mics off.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
It's an effort to warn wild weather worrywarts, a new initiative coming before Congress to force thunder to roll before lightning strikes.
A shocking proposition that is sure to spark some debate, with a 70% chance of failure sweeping in overnight from the Dakotas.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Stories we make up just for you, and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater, Ohio's hometown theater, every Monday morning on The Murphy Report.
Find us on the Murphy Theater website and on our own YouTube's channel.
You know, Steve, I was once struck by lightning.
Oh, really? Any after effects?
Yeah, every time I sneeze, my garage door opens.
I had something similar happen to me. Every time I bend over to tie my shoes, I rip my pants.
Oh, from a lightning strike?
Yes.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. the only man in the world who can list all the vice president's wives in order of height, from shortest to tallest.
Reunites with the only other man in the world who cares.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up stories to brighten your day.
And maybe, just maybe, keep you safe. But don't count on it.
And all the latest news about the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater. It's what you've come to expect.
And it's what we've come to deliver.
With the Murphy Report, every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
Amanda, I understand you have a special skill of reciting the entire alphabet backwards.
Yeah, that's true.
That must be quite a belch.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Policy with Haggerty, that's a rebuild policy.
We were
It's not
back.
covered.
No, we're gone.
We're lost. We're in limbo.
I got two of them possibly rebuilding, and something happens to them. They're just going on.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Let's do some birthdays and some games. Then we'll get to some today in history. I haven't forgot about you. Well, Sunday we had two important people's birthday. We had Krista Rennells, which is Ron Rennell's wife, John Porterfield's daughter. Don't hold that against her. And then the one, the only, Jer Bear, 74?
Yep.
74 and still a, oh, I can't say that.
Yeah. We're going to party next year.
Yeah, next year,
I make
75. So,
That's 3/4 of a century.
that's good. That's good. Yeah. Anyhow, happy birthday, Jerry.
Thank you.
You want me to sing to you?
No, that's all right.
No.
Is that your present? Not to?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, boy. I've been trying to help him out. The boy don't listen to very well. All right, here we go. Monday birthdays, Michelle Burge, Courtney Gerald, Courtney Dodds, Kimmy Toppings, Curtis Spray. I just saw him all day yesterday and didn't realize it was his birthday today. Joe Orlando, S.J. Atkins, Jenny Slagle, Chad Wilson, and Carol Walker. Now, I'm going to tell you what, it was like pulling teeth to get birthdays today. Then I ended up with more than enough, which surprised me. Rick's leaving, so he don't get to guess for a minute. All right, here we go. Wide receiver for Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson. How old's Justin Jefferson today? Still plays. Probably the best receiver in the NFL, one of the best.
32.
Too high.
I was going to say 30.
Too high.
Oh.
You gonna guess? Justin Jefferson. 30 is too high. 28 is too high.
Jeez, 26.
26, there you go. Rick Adelman. Rick Adelman. He's a coach. He used to be a coach, he used to be an NBA player.
62.
Higher.
71.
Your age, actually.
Really? 74?
74, yep. Rick Nash, hockey player.
Current or before?
You know what? He's on the edge. I mean, if he's retired, he just retired. That should give you a hint a little
66.
42.
bit. 42 is just a little bit high. 41.
I was going to say, if he just retired, he was 66.
What did he retire from?
Hockey?
I thought he was a coach that
I
retired.
said,
No, that was
Rick
the last guy.
Adelman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is what happens when you get 74,
Yeah.
folks, right here. All right.
You just get to where you don't pay attention.
Kerry Wood. He is a retired baseball player. He used to play for Chicago Cubs.
65.
Too high.
54.
Too high.
Most others retired.
Too
54.
low.
What was hers?
45. Between 45 and 54.
47.
47 is just a little low.
48.
48. Okay, Joe Davis. All right. Will Benson.
Who's he?
He plays for the Reds. But he's actually with Louisville right now.
Wasn't Benson a show?
Yeah, but Will Benson he's playing for the Louisville Riverbats right now, but he plays for the Reds.
Are they one over still, or are they?
I'm not sure. He still plays.
23.
Higher than 23.
Trying to help you guys.
28.
Just a little bit high.
27.
There you go.
Wally Joyner, ex-California Angel. These are sports people. There wasn't too many stars today.
Frankie Wolf, you want to consider that again? Good morning, men.
What do we want to consider again?
He learned to hit.
Oh,
Is that-
Benson. He's talking about Benson.
Okay.
Wally Joyner right now. He's a retired baseball player. California Angels years ago.
61.
Higher, but in the ballpark. No pun intended.
64.
Just a little bit high.
63.
63. There we go. 63. All right. Let's see who we got. Now, finally, we got to some people that aren't sports people. Eddie Levert. Go ahead, ask.
All right,
Who is that?
He's a member of the OJs.
Who's that?
You don't know the OJs?
Oh my gosh.
Are they part of the like?
Soul Train, baby, the
Love Train, Love
OJs.
Train.
What was it? They similar to the little grapes? What were they called?
California Raisins.
California Raisins.
Yeah.
Is that the other version of the California Raisins?
Same style of music, soul, yeah. Eddie Levert. So OJs, they've been out, obviously they've been around for a long time. So he's been around for a long time.
83.
Ding, 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 ding. 83.
Wow.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Well, Jerry's been around for
All right, Lori,
Yeah.
Lori
I went to high school with him.
Metcalf.
Who?
Lori Metcalf.
I don't know that name.
Sheldon's mother.
You mean on the show?
Yeah, plus she's been on a lot of stuff too, but Sheldon's mother is probably most famous.
68.
Not just
Is
a
there
little bit
Betsy
higher, but
Fly
higher.
around?
66.
Higher than 68.
73.
Oh, a little bit higher.
73.
Too high.
70.
70, there we go.
Okay.
Last one, thank God.
I thought you said it the other way.
50
Yeah.
years ago, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a
All
while.
right, here we go.
Well, I don't know who they are.
Last one, just played probably in his last U.S. Open. Phil Mickelson. Think speed limit.
7.
65.
Too high, but
55. 55.
55.
55. There you go. Double nickel. There you go. All right. In memory today, Geronimo. Stan Laurel
Oh.
and Tupac. But some people say Tupac's not dead.
He's chilling with Elvis.
He's
Yeah, that's right. He's hanging out.
he's down in Costa Rica, they say. Tupac is. All right. Well, we got the little chain. Do we want to take a break or play Chain Connection?
Let's play Chain Connection.
Chain Connection. Okay.
Seemed like the
So
They're coming quick.
we got 4. They are going quick today. Well, he's paying 10,000 commercials between the break. That's why.
Yeah.
So we can play. We got 4 people here. We can play partners today. So who do you want to pick as your partner? Rick, Jerry, or my wife?
Rick's usually pretty good. I'm taking Rick.
Rick. So Jerry and Rachel are the
Everybody
team.
got offended.
No, I'm not
Okay.
offended.
Do you want to go? Well, I tell you what. We'll let Jerry pick since it's his birthday. Jerry, do you want to go first or pick the column?
Rachel, what do you want to do? First or column? We're going to go first.
Okay. So what column do you guys want? A or B?
Hey,
I was thinking A.
You don't get to pick.
You don't get to pick
column.
both.
So you guys are picking column A.
Uh-huh. And they're going
But
first.
Jerry and Rachel's going first. Okay, here we go. Column B. Smoke F.
Would you smoke S?
F.
F.
Frank.
Like Frank.
Gotta get the letter first.
Smoke
Yeah,
F.
no.
You don't know what that is? Gosh.
What do you think, Rachel?
I think it's gonna be a long game for you.
Now, just to let you know, my previous scores on these, column B, I got an 85. Column A, I got a 70.
Uh-oh.
Smoke F.
Yeah, don't tell him. You gotta
I
keep
know.
it to yourself. Smoke F. We'll give you guys a clock.
Do it.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I don't know.
1. And all right.
You got it.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know who.
One of the reasons I screwed up too, though, was no one reads me the word. So I read this. I was thinking this word was lead, but it's not. It's lead. Lead P.
Lead paint.
Lead paint. All right. Smoke.
I want to file a
F-R.
I want to fucking play.
Smoke FR.
Smoke free.
Hey.
Smoke free.
Yeah. All right. Smoke free is right. Free P.
That could go a lot of different directions.
I know.
Free P.
Starting to sound like me now, Chris.
Let's talk about your birthday.
Yeah.
Free P. Free pizza?
Yeah, go for that.
Free parking. Free.
Free parking, yeah.
Final answer?
As long
We'll
as you
do that.
validate, make sure you
Free
validate.
parking.
Free parking?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Lead.
Lead PE.
Lead pen. Lead pencil. No, lead pencil.
Lead pencil?
Yeah, let's.
Is that what you want? That's right.
Okay.
Lead pencil. See, I was thinking it was lead, so that took me
Isn't
forever.
that your problem, Charlie?
Pencil P.
Not enough lead in your pencil?
I got plenty of lead.
Pencil P.
Pencil P.
It's,
Pencil?
it's the pencil for me. I don't know.
Pencil.
Oh, brother. Pencil P.
The pencil pusher, it could be a pencil paper, it could be a
I like pencil pusher.
pencil pusher.
Is that what you're going
All
with?
right.
I think so. Yeah.
Pencil pusher is correct. This one's the one's a little stretch.
Oh,
Pusher.
P.
pusher. What's up with
With all the P's.
I
We
know.
got P's, we got P's, there's P everywhere.
Pusher.
Pusher
P.
P.
Pusher P. Pusher.
This one's a little bit.
Pusher pack. Pusher.
Get this one, the rest of them you'll probably run.
Oh, okay.
Pusher P.
Give him the clock.
Not yet. Pusher.
I'm gonna turn his mic off.
Pusher pop.
He's about to turn himself on.
Pencil P, pencil.
No, pusher P.
We're on pusher P.
Oh, we already got the pencil.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got pencil
And the lead.
pusher.
Pusher.
Five,
There you go.
4, 3,
Take a shot.
2.
Pusher pull.
All right. Free
Over the hill pusher.
Free PL.
Wow. That was. Oh, okay, yeah. Free play.
Free play is correct. Now you guys can maybe run. Play H.
Play house. I did that a few times.
I thought it was doctor.
Did you hear that evil laugh? Play house.
Oh.
Play house is right. House
Oh.
S. House S.
House.
House what?
Security.
House security.
What, you guys figure it out? House S.
Pulling up your sleeve.
Well, I'm just trying to match it. I'm trying to keep it off the fresh over here because it is a little tender.
Yes, house.
Off fresh.
House S.
Yeah, let's go with that.
What?
What Rachel said.
Security? All right.
I can tell you that.
Pusher P-I. I told you this is a little bit of a stretch.
Pusher P.I.?
Pusher pile.
Pusher P.I.
Any clue?
Pusher pi. Pusher pib pick pink pill. Pusher pill. No, the
Back
other
in
way.
the clock.
Pusher.
I'm gonna throw this guy out.
They keep waiting on hints, but they ain't getting any.
I know. That's how Rick
Well,
plays
there
back
was
there.
a hint up here somewhere.
Pusher P.I.
No, it's over the hill. Pusher.
Pusher print, but it's P.I.
Pusher pink. Pusher
5,
pick.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Pusher pill.
All right, here we go. House SP. Noni, how you doing,
House
Noni?
SP.
Give him a clock.
House.
Turn the clock on.
Way to go, Chris. House SP.
SP. You figured it out yet? It's easy.
It's like watching paint dry.
I like watching the thought. I mean, it's like, what's going on here? You know, what's going on between those ears?
It's Monday, fun day.
House
Ready to go to sleep.
SP.
What is it?
Rachel should get this because I always ask for it.
Oh, they get a hint.
Nah, it's not going to do any good. I'm going to give you your word next time.
Oh,
So,
it's a 3-letter word.
yeah.
House.
No. Then it's all downhill.
Yeah, you should. They don't get this.
Oh, no, house.
Pressure's on you guys.
It is.
I'd go
Clock.
for that Sparrow.
5.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, say it. House 4, 3, 2. What do I always ask for? 1. That's true.
Does he have to ask for it?
House SP. All
All
right, here we go. So your guys is only a 3-letter word. So I'm playing for you on this one. Would you like to guess just for fun?
No.
Since it's 3 letters.
Let's get on.
Pusher.
Let's
Pig.
get this over with.
Not pig.
It's
but
all-
close.
Pin.
Pin. Pusher pin. Push pin.
It should be push.
Well, it should be push pin. It shouldn't be pusher. That don't make
I've heard
sense.
People call it pusher pin.
All right, here we go. Pin.
I agree. I agree. Okay, you guys got a chance to run it here. Pin H.
Pinhead.
Pinhead.
Pinhead is
That
correct.
was my daughter's. I gave her that name.
No, that's not.
That's her.
That's not.
No, it was Pinhead when she was little. He was
Oh.
German, terrible.
Yeah.
Head R.
Head R.
R. Like Ralph. Head R.
Saying Ralph, where you trying to throw us off?
Yeah.
No, I'm just giving you the R to make sure you understand. Head R.
Headrest.
Sounds good.
Headrest. Oh.
All right, House SPE.
You should have gotten it the last time.
Yeah, House SPE.
SPE. Speed.
Did you say speed?
House speaker. House.
That's a good
You
guess.
ask for that. That's yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
What you got? That's SPE.
Well, that's
Did you figure it
Let's
out
just say that's
yet?
SBE.
Have you figured it out yet?
Don't think so.
Really? Oh, yeah, I got this one right away.
Looks like it's delivery day.
Yep, it's.
All right, where's the clock?
Yeah, let's get this clock on.
I gotta give her a second. She's over there
No, that's not.
buying. Becca. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Come on in here by 8 o'clock. Seriously. You can tell about your sales shows. And Sean, 8 o'clock.
Oh.
All right, great.
Oh.
No, what's
You want
The clock is running.
house special?
that's right. House special. No, we're playing a game. That's what it is.
Well, I was trying to wait for Rachel to get back.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
House special. So after
They cheated. They got extra time.
They got the answer on the notes.
did somebody give it to him?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
because you gave him extra time.
2 people.
I gave you a whole word. Quit whining.
Because we had to go
You
3
guys got a
times.
whole word.
We earned that, Charlie.
Special. Special E.
Doctor's office. What?
Special
Ed.
E.
Special education. Special ed.
Tell
Which
me
one you
what-
want to go with, Rachel?
Now, education and ed is not the same thing. So
But-
you got to guess one of the two.
They're going with engagement, she said.
Engagement or ed? Which one are you going with?
Go with Rachel's.
All right. All right, here we go. Head R-O.
Headroom.
Headroom.
Headroom for the win.
Was that for the win?
No, for the win.
This is
Coming
for the-
up.
All right.
Room S.
Room S.
Room S.
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, it took me 2 seconds.
Easy peasy.
Room.
Room S.
Oh, that's neat. I like that.
Room S.
Any ideas?
Room.
You don't know what?
Service.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding,
There you
ding,
go.
ding, ding,
What's
ding,
that?
ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, ding, ding.
Well, in my head, I thought I'm gonna go get a delivery, so I can take time so we can think about it. I'm like, oh,
We need
room service,
2 minutes,
Yeah,
2
there you
minutes extra.
Well, I gave you plenty of time. Good job, room
What does that
service.
say? Rooms.
steak,
Rooms what?
steak. Somebody's hungry.
Frankie, stop.
So let's
All
finish
right,
theirs.
Let's finish theirs, yes. Okay, special EV. EV.
D.
EV.
Special event.
Special event and an event P.
Plan.
Event planning. That's how close you were. Now, I do have a word of the day.
Uh-oh.
The word of the day, I can't read.
It's contrite.
I'll tell you the word of the day when we come back from the break.
He can't find a word of the day.
Local religious leaders pondering taking Sundays off.
Holy Toledo, Batman. Are religious holidays next on the chopping block?
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Investigative reporting. It's what we do, sometimes on the Murphy Report.
Nothing is off limits in our newsroom, except baby turtles.
The Murphy Report. A new report every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
Amanda, did you know that I once felt I had a calling and gave serious consideration to joining the priesthood?
Oh, I can see that. You seem sincere, spiritual sort of person, not wrapped up in the petty trappings of society, littered with ego and vanity. What made you decide not to do it?
I don't look good in black.
Amen to that. The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. City officials forcing a local beloved mascot to step down.
Why poor timing and inappropriate behavior doomed a pantless Wilson the Weasel following his drunken performance at the late Judge Garrett's funeral.
There was nothing routine about this routine.
A story we are dedicated to getting to the bottom of.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. These made-up stories and the latest real news from the Murphy Theater are what you've come to expect from us.
On the Murphy Report, with a new report posted every Monday morning on our Murphy Theater website and our Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
Full minute-to-minute coverage all 21 hours a day.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Amanda, I have to say Vanessa and Breck are just about the two finest anchors in the business.
For once, you're absolutely right, Steve.
I think the Titanic could have learned a thing or two from these two giants in their field.
What am I missing here?
Anchors.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us. Nursery rhyme historians uncover the truth about Jack and Jill.
there was no hill to climb, and new clues cast doubt on there ever being a pail. What could be next? The tortoise and the hare living together?
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. The nursery rhymes may be made up, but the only thing made up here is the news.
That's right, Steve. On the Murphy Report. With a new report every week beginning Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Hard-hitting, cutting-edge, and a third less fulfilling.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
A combined 415 years in the news business.
It's made-up news you can count on to get you through your day.
And put you to sleep at night, just like me with my warm milk and cookies, and a plethora of heart-related medications.
Plus all the real news on what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
That's on the Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
West Carrollton.
Right.
And we stopped there. Every time we went to saw Grandpa, we would stop there and eat and grab a hamburger. I thought they started White Castle.
Well, because the burgers
simple.
It was identical.
Yeah, but people don't, it's like when I say, well, they don't have condiments. They don't have mustard. They don't have ketchup. They've got the pickle and they've got the onion.
And that's it.
That's all they've ever had. They've been doing it for...
Because they don't have anything sitting out like most people do.
Well, I understand Jerry has a pickle too. Is that right?
All right, start singing, Charlie.
Let's get personal, personal.
Let's get personal, personal.
I started out a little too high. Sorry about that. Your host, Dr. Jeffrey Schussler, and Newport, and Sarah play me like a piccolo, fife, and possibly even Marianne. Dr. Marianne.
Yeah, we got to get Mary Ann.
Dr.
But I
Marianne
haven't
Dodson.
contacted her since she never returned.
Dr. Marianne Dodson. Come and listen to the screwed up life of young people today.
Can you imagine, Mary Ann?
Yep. And all the girls going, I can save that boy. I can save him. He's not that bad. I can fix him.
You think they really say that now, Charlie?
I know they do. See, yeah, he knows. I can fix him.
They don't have to be young girls to say that either.
That's true.
Well, I heard they're getting three of your exes to go on there and talk.
All right, we have a guest for tomorrow, Rebecca Bennett. Then Abby Abel Wednesday, and Thursday, no one yet. But Friday, now we got somebody Thursday. We got Ryan Briggs Thursday.
What happens to your Fayette County connection?
Well, they'll be here too. Brian Briggs and Deanne Lehrman. I count them as hosts, they're not. Deanne Lehrman, and they're going to talk a little bit about Dean Martin Day. Then Friday, we got a baseball player coming on, ex-Detroit Tiger, Kip Young. He runs a car lot down in Hillsboro. And then Saturday, we don't have a show, but I would just say stay tuned, because there's a chance I may be going live with George Foster, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when I was a little kid, I'm watching this guy with the big red machine. I'm like, yeah, he was the big home run threat. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So that'll be neat. So if you're not doing anything Saturday, you guys might want to pop out and meet George Foster.
I'll be at a wedding.
Well, you can come out early. 10 to 3. Who's getting married?
Melissa's niece is getting married, but we're driving to Kentucky. We're staying down there in an RV. So we're leaving that morning.
This your main squeeze.
Yes.
Melissa, what's Melissa's last
Only
name?
squeeze, Charlie. Don't
Well, it's
What's her last name?
Feltner.
No, what's her last name? Know what you guys do.
That was good, Charlie.
That was pretty good. I knew exactly what he said.
Oh.
Which actually we're in the process of buying a house right now.
Oh, you guys are in the really? Mm-hmm. Let me know if you need DJ for your wedding.
No, wait a minute.
So
You're in the process of buying a house
I'll take it easy on
with
you.
someone you're not married to?
Yep.
And have you worked all that out?
I think they're getting married.
Oh, you're going to get married?
the legality, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, are you getting married?
Eventually.
She's your fiance, right?
She's your
Not
main
yet.
squeeze.
Okay, so you're getting married, then you're buying a house.
Where you gonna live at?
Oxford.
Where?
So
Why would you go to frickin' Oxford?
What's a nice
That's like,
town?
well, Miami's nice, but that's it.
well, the price was right too.
Miami University and cows. That's what you get in Oxford.
Oxford's a neat little town.
Yeah, but you're
I
like,
was supposed to go to Oxford.
you're away from
I was supposed to
everything.
go to Miami University, and I ended up going to Wright
You're
State.
what, 50
Well,
miles from Cincinnati, 50 miles from Dayton,
That's how far I am now. I'm
that's
45
the
minutes from
whole
everything
idea,
still.
Charlie.
huh?
That's the whole
I'm still
idea.
45 minutes from everything here.
Oh, you're only a half hour from Dayton.
I live in Bland. I'm 45 minutes.
Well, okay, we'll move to Wilmington. Don't move to frickin' Oxford.
Then you're 40 minutes.
Don't move to Oxford. Oxford?
It don't take you that long to
That
get
means he
Cincinnati,
won't be
does
on the show anymore.
How do you know?
He
You can
won't.
bring him in remote.
Hell, he won't come
If I
up
get the
here.
fiber down,
If he comes, unless he comes up in his camper the night
he can
before.
sit in his office.
If we can do it remote, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, we can do a remote. I'll get the fiber down here as soon as I get the guys finishing my studio.
We'll figure it out.
He could
Well,
be-
Tay still lives around here. Is she
he
moving
could-
with
He
you?
could be seated at the desk.
No, she lives here.
Well, tell Tay
She don't live
she'll
with me.
have to come on in. We'll just dump your butt.
She's going to be on Let's Get Personal anyway.
Yeah, but she might want to come on here still. Talk insurance.
We'll figure it
on
out.
Here. Insurance on here, sex on.
We can
Let's
have them
Get
both
Personal.
on because he could be remote and she could be here
Right.
in the
Right.
in
He'll be too worried about
Of course, if he does
Feltner
remote,
now.
she'll want to do remote. She'll do remote from the office.
All right, okay, all right.
Well,
Dean,
modern technology.
Dean Thompson is watching. How you doing, Dean?
Hi, Dean.
All right. Next week, I've got Tom Breckle back down for the 25th.
He's allowed to come in more.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think. Did we actually? I guess we set that the
You
last
better
time.
check back with him.
I will. Then John Wharton's coming in the 27th. Stuff going on this week, real quick. No champions tonight. Tomorrow night we have a Chubby's Cruise In. It's supposed to rain. Thursday we'll be at Fresh Pizza and Cream. Friday we have the Junkyard Junkies.
Hey, you stepped on a cicada.
As he about falls down out there. Junkyard Junkies Cruise In Washington Courthouse. Jer Bear,
Yes.
how about a little this day in history?
Nah. We can do that.
Say, I thought you'd never ask. We're actually going to have a scheduled time for you
Nah.
on the new schedule.
Oh yeah, but you guys get
Huh?
That way it gets done every day.
as soon as you guys go down the rabbit hole, that throws everything on.
Oh, yeah. Kind of throws things off a little.
No, we've got the rabbit holes program too.
You
Rabbit
can't
hole.
do
It's
that.
time for a rabbit hole.
In 1858, in a speech in Springfield, Illinois, U.S. Senate candidate Abraham Lincoln said the slavery issue had to be resolved. He declared that a house divided against itself cannot stand.
It's true.
In 1884, Coney Island in Brooklyn, New York, the first roller coaster in America opened. They called it the Switchback Railway.
Switchback railway.
Switchback Railway. in 1890, the second Madison Square Gardens opened. Come on, Rick. Gotta ask.
We want details.
Huh?
What are the details?
The reason it was the second Madison Square Garden, because the first one
Burnt down?
was a big open air building. It wasn't safe. They had balconies collapsed that killed people. And
Minor problems.
it got in such bad shape that they built a building that was substantial.
Now, is that the same building here today?
Yeah.
Really? 1890, wow.
And they actually had a roof on it.
I
Yep.
drove by Madison Square Garden.
Enclosed.
I rode by it on a bus.
In 1897, the U.S. government signed a treaty of annexation with Hawaii. In 1903, Ford Motor Company was incorporated. And in 1909, Glenn Hammond Curtis sold his first airplane. It was called the Gold Bug to the New York Aeronautical Society for $5,000.
Dang.
The gold bug.
The gold bug. Also known as a cicada.
It's flat.
And in 1955, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to extend the selective service until 1959.
When did that end?
What?
Selective service. 70s?
Yeah. I don't know exactly when, but it was in the 70s.
Well, I mean, they've talked many times about bringing it back and also including women.
Yep.
And if they brought it back, I think that there's nothing wrong with there being at least a 2-year gig for everyone. Any young person would serve 2 years minimum. And it wouldn't be necessarily in the military. It could be someone, could be some other service. But it's probably not a bad idea.
Well, right now, though, the Army, they've met their recruiting goals and they're surpassing them. And that parade on Saturdays is going to help boost it.
You think?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty impressive. Because they had people coming out of the air and everything else. Go ahead.
In 1980, the movie Blues Brothers opened in Chicago, Illinois. In 1981,
And how much did it do, Jerry, the first show?
Don't know.
How much money did it make?
don't know.
Don't know?
I
Yeah.
looked for that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, and I couldn't find places that said it. And in 1981, the Chicago Tribune purchased the Chicago Cubs baseball team from P.K. Wrigley Chewing Gum Company for $20.5 million.
Vicki Kendall says selective service ended in 1973.
That's what I thought it was early 70s. I was only 9 years old, so I didn't have to
Thank
mess
you,
with
Vicki.
it.
Kevin Martin's not been on today, I don't think.
No, I haven't seen anything. Okay, I got a couple more. In 2008,
You're fine.
California began issuing marriage license to same-sex couples.
When?
In
2008?
2008.
I figured it was before that.
In 2017, Amazon announced plans to buy Whole Foods for $13.7 billion.
Wow.
With a B.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Seems like an awful lot of money to pay for someone that's just organic, you know?
Yep.
And they're not doing that good now, are they?
Well, I think that,
Yeah, those all can suck it up. Oh, they got the
yeah,
money.
they got enough padding.
All right, well, and that brought us right to 9:45, so that's great. And we will take another break, and we'll be back. And if our guest decides to come back, we might talk a little more
Well,
insurance.
since our guest is on the phone, he's busy.
Oh, she's going to run the Allstate commercial.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372. We strike back.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
You might want to think twice before putting forth any effort in improving your station in life. Why, being all it's cracked up to be turns out not to be all it's cracked up to be.
Just ask the Liberty Bell.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up news you didn't know you needed to know, including all the latest real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in Wilmington, Ohio.
With the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
On a somewhat related note, Amanda, in my youth, I was once referred to as all that and a bag of chips.
I imagine nowadays you're referred to as all that and an extra large bag of chips. Fried in lard.
Absolutely. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
You missed a real good commercial while you were gone.
Did I? Did that? They can't hear you. Sorry about your luck.
What's that?
Well, I come back in and all three mics were off.
Oh. Well,
This one died. That one there died.
we are back, and we got about 10, 12 minutes left. So if anybody is looking for insurance or wants quotes on insurance, you're the farmers. And you're located in Centerville, right?
Yes, I'm located. My office, my main location is in Centerville, Ohio, but we do all of Ohio and we do all of Kentucky as well too.
So
we can,
If you're moving, you're not going to be that far from Centerville, because you're just going to go straight out 725, right?
I'll be another 5 or 10 minute drive. Additional.
yeah, Oxford's in the middle of freaking nowhere.
So is Wilmington.
No, it's not. No, you got lots of stuff around Wilmington. You got Hillsborough, you got Xenia, Chillicothe, heck yeah. Plus Mason, Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton. We're in the center of it all, baby. We're in the middle of the Mecca. You're going out to Oxford. You're going out to Oxford. There's cows. Cows in Miami University. That's it. You're going to regret it. You're going to be bored to death out there. Just telling you.
Well, Charlie, you buy a house, you can always sell it.
Yeah, sell that, baby. Just sell it. You already bought it?
Do you know what I do at my house now? Is I live in my house. I don't come to town.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do in this town. What's there to do in Wilmington?
So you go to the Murphy Theater right here. You can go to the Murphy Theater. Here you
Well, you can't.
You get out. Huh?
You can't.
I go to Cumberland and I go
Movie
riding.
theater.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready to go shooting. When are we going shooting?
Gotta talk to Mike.
Talking to you? He said to talk to you.
I'm not the one coming out there to train you on how to shoot a gun.
I think
That's
you
the
should.
gun guy.
I think both of you should. I think we all just.
There's some insurance liability.
Exactly.
I think we ought to do it. All three of us. There you go. Maybe get Jerry and Rick out there. You guys got guns, don't you?
I'll never tell.
Yep. See, we could all go. We could have a wake up Wilmington on the firing range. That would be fun. We should do that.
Who puts the apple on their head?
That would be fun.
We're gonna do it soon because the fire range is going away.
See, there's another reason we need to get out there. So you and Mike need to work this out.
I will talk to Mike.
We
But
can
yeah,
do
it's gonna be Mike and Nathan that teaches you, not me.
We can do a show from out there.
Is he taking out his firing range?
Yeah, he's taking out stuff. There wasn't a whole lot. He hadn't fully done it yet, but yeah, he's gonna take that stuff down.
Oh, okay.
So
He's
you
gonna
have
take
a
something
firing range at the new house.
We gotta figure out if we can do that. We're on 2 acres still, but we're in like an estates, like it's not an HOA.
You're not going to be able to do it.
I'm definitely not
Is
going to
this
HOA.
a gated community?
No, it says I said we're highfalutin. Now it says estates. It's just a little name. But we're on 2 acres, the same as I am today. But
But it's in a very we'll call, even though it's rural, it's probably one of the more liberal, little rural areas.
I have to fill that out and see how that goes, because we were looking up the rules and stuff like that. And I think I'm allowed to, but I just don't know how that works. We'll find out. I guess I'll go shooting one day, and then if the cops come and tell me I'm not allowed to do it anymore, I won't do it anymore.
Are there any hills on the property?
Mark Rogers Cruise
So
Fest.
the back of my property is like, there's nothing behind me but fields, and there's a house like a mile back or something like that, but we're going to put up a backstop if we do it.
So were you,
Yeah.
okay, so were you shooting into a backstop, or was there a hill?
Here?
that was the current one?
No, it's all cornfields behind me. It's all cows and cornfields where I live now. You're talking about his old cows out there. I mean, I grew up I never went to Clinton Massey, but Clinton Massey is surrounded by cornfields.
Right.
That's right.
So we're so highfalutin out here. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Highfalutin Hillbillies. That's the new
Yeah.
Cody Norris
I tell you,
album.
moving from Dayton to here was
Highfalutin.
a change in life.
Oh, I bet.
I never will forget, there was a girls softball team that came out to East Clinton one year when my daughter was playing softball, and they were really cutting on, and supposedly they were a good team, and they get off the bus and they're cutting on East Clinton because they're out in the middle of a cornfield, and they're laughing and joking, and the girls just beat the snot out of them. It was so funny. It was just.
Well, most of our schools should have a sign that says, if you build it, they will come, because
Yeah.
they're all in the middle of
Yeah.
a cornfield.
Yeah.
I mean, Clinton Massey still is. I mean, they got a heck of a sports complex out there, but I mean, with the fields and stuff, it's really nice, but
Oh yeah,
your home runs are going into the cornfield.
yeah.
Yeah. That's for sure.
So,
Speaking of that, did you see the new regulations for this year's football playoffs? They cut it down from 16 teams to 12. This is high school.
oh, high school, yeah.
And
Well, it should be.
the first 3 games
Or at home.
can be at home.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that makes
Well,
sense.
it'll be the home team with the higher seed.
Yeah.
So it's not always at the same.
The higher seed, yes. The higher seed gets the first
You get
3
home field
games.
advantage.
Yeah. So for instance,
I like
if you're
that.
playing a team that's
You're going to
a
get
higher-
more attendance.
I think so.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
I think that 16 was way too many. They might as well just let them all play.
Yeah. Well, and they do in basketball, don't they? Or not?
No. Yes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, in basketball. All right. So, any other insurance stuff? Now that you're moving to Oxford. Oh, Peebles. Mark Rogers talking about Peebles Cruise Fest this Saturday night. Cruising starts at 6. So if you want to get down there and cruise around Peebles, no offense, Mark, but I'll probably pass. We'll probably be camping Saturday night, I guess, again.
Now, as far as insurance, I mean, like you were talking about, if you're looking to get a quote on insurance, if you are wanting to review your policy, so the biggest thing I do is I sit down, go over your coverages. I'd love to see your deck pages, let you know what you do and don't have, and then let's see if we're a better price and a better fit for you.
He's done that for me.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, not trying to be a butthead here, I was kind of hoping that he would save me money, but he ended up saying, you just better stay with where you're at.
And sometimes we do. I mean, I save people on a regular basis a lot of money, and then there's other people that are with a company that's better for them. There are Mr. and Mrs. Farmers. There's Mr. and Mrs. Nationwide. I mean, everybody's a little bit different fit, different areas, different credit, backgrounds, claims, all that stuff. So every company is going to be a little bit different. We're not always the best price, but I can tell you you're going to be better off if after you call me and talk to me than when you started. So that way, yeah, I mean, if we do a review and if we save you money, that's great. I'd love to earn your business. If we're just too high, then that's okay. We do free reviews. A lot of my referral base that I get referrals from is not a client of mine.
I think mine was pretty close to what you were going to offer.
We were fairly reasonable.
But
It wasn't worth the switch at that time.
yeah.
So, the
So
rates change, things
maybe you
change.
need to review again.
Yep. So, and if you're getting your renewal, definitely look at, I can't stress this enough, everybody needs to look at their home insurance policies. That's the biggest things that are changing right now, is most of the companies are going to 1%, 2%, and 3%. I've seen 3% with USAA. On the home insurance with wind hail, they've got 1%, 2%, and 3% deductibles now. And then the roof changes. So look at your policy, and you should in your renewal get a page that says this is what changed. So, and you should be able to compare them if you have to compare deck page to deck page, or there should be a page in that renewal that tells you this is what changed.
I think my company sent out a separate letter about it.
They did.
Yeah.
Most people ignore that. We sent out
No, I saw it.
letters. Well, a lot of people ignore that.
Yeah.
But we sent out, my agency for all my clients, we try to send out a couple things too to help them. We need the roof years, we need this. But the biggest thing is just reviewing your policy and making sure you got the right coverage is the biggest thing. On your car insurance, your home insurance, life insurance, boat insurance, whatever you have that has insurance on it, make sure you got the right thing.
You cover cell phones?
My homeowner's insurance covers our 5 cell phones for $50 a year. Well, I'd be curious to see how that works though, because if you have a claim.
Who's it with?
Who are you with? And then also, so no, we don't cover that. And I don't do equipment breakdown for homeowners either because of the fact that I don't think you should have a claim for $1,200. So they do cover it, but is that going to be a home claim on your home insurance if you file a claim for, they're digging on you. But if you file a claim on, let's say your $1,200 phone, is that a home insurance claim now? Are you going to have trouble? Your rate's going up because you filed a claim for $1,200.
Right.
So there are coverages that they add on there, and people have different things that are bells and whistles, I call them. But is it a good thing to have on there? So like we do offer equipment breakdown, but I could never get an answer on if that was like a home insurance claim or is that like a home warranty claim, and would it affect your rates over here? Because, okay, I give you a new $1,500 refrigerator because it went out, or we replace your $2,000 HVAC system. Are you getting your rates jacked up because of that?
We take a broken phone in and they write a check on the spot.
I'd be curious to see what that does on your rates.
Yeah.
If that is actually a home insurance claim. But hopefully it's not. But if it's through your home insurance policy, I'd be scared of that being a home insurance claim. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be they could be offering some other program that they're selling within that's a cell phone warranty company policy or something. I don't know how that would work. I've not heard of anybody selling insurance on their cell phones through the home insurance. But I'd be curious. My biggest curiosity, like I said, is that a home insurance claim, and is that going to affect your rates and you shopping for insurance? So if you got 3 kids and they keep breaking their phones and you take them in, it's getting paid for, but now you got 5 claims on your home insurance. That'd be my worrisome. Hopefully it's not, like I said.
Are you limited to how many claims you can have, or just goes
Well,
up?
it says it has many claims and not affected the rate, so that's a good thing. But I'd be curious how they're doing that. Because I've not heard of that before.
Yeah, you might want to sell it.
Got to be covered some way. Got to be paid some way. Got to be absorbed some way.
So
It's not free.
I'd imagine if it's not affecting their home rates, it's got to be something they're selling independently that's kind of tied to it, but they're selling it outside of that.
But typically, phone companies offer their service. Maybe it's more expensive. I don't know. But
I have mine insured. Yeah. If I break it or lose it or whatever, they replace it for $150. It's an insurance paid through my cell phone company. Through Verizon.
Cell phones are quite expensive now.
Yeah.
Especially the top of the line.
And really, I mean, if you think about it, in all honesty, I think now if you take them in, it's like $120 or $150 to fix the phone, the screen now. So they're pretty reasonable to be fixed as well too.
And that's usually probably the major damage to phones.
Anymore, yeah.
You were talking about that roof change on insurance.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that because just like you said, they didn't pay attention when they got the notice.
Well, and I mean, think about that. How many people really pay attention? Really what they pay attention to is the price. Did my price go up? They don't pay attention to any other coverage change. They didn't pay attention to the letter like he did that he got in the mail and said, hey, this changed.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So a lot of people do read that. A lot of people don't. I'd say
Plus, you'd been on here and already talked about it too. So.
Yeah. But it's still an ongoing thing. Like, we've still got clients that are, I've got one that got lucky. He just had damage through the storms, has it replaced. Literally, his policy renews July 1st, and it would have changed the depreciated value. So he's getting it replaced at replacement cost, which is a good thing. So it's helping.
Now, they added what do you call it? It's not a rider. What do you call it when they make an addition to it? That mine is covered now just like it was, but it cost me a little extra.
It's an endorsement.
You do the SR bonds?
Yeah.
So we do SR22 bonds, yes.
What are SR22 bonds?
So SR22s are not what everybody thinks they are. They're really not. I don't know if you really call. I don't know if we really call it a bond. So SR22 simply is you have an auto insurance policy, we add what's called an SR22 endorsement on there, and then that means we're going to send a letter to the state every month. When you pay your insurance, it goes out to the BMV that says you paid your insurance. If you're past due and it cancels, it says you canceled and they take your license from you if they're requiring that for a reason. So an SR22, people think they're buying an SR22. You're not. Even if you don't own a car, I deal with this every day.
What's that cost?
It can be fairly cheap. It's not too expensive because what you're buying is car insurance. You buy car insurance,
Right.
or you buy a non-owner policy, which means you don't have a car, but you still need insurance to go get your license at the BMV. So I sold a couple of them here the past couple months. So we sell a non-owner policy, which could be, depending upon your record, 50, 60, $100, whatever it is, or you get car insurance on a car, and then you add what's called an SR22 endorsement. Courts can require it, BMV can require it. I've got a couple people that their job requires it. So it's an endorsement, and it gets a notification sent to the BMV, and then they report it where it's supposed to be reported that you paid your insurance or it canceled. So if the court requires it because of your record,
Right.
it's sent to the BMV. If you don't pay your insurance and it shows canceled, then you lose your license again. So, but that is, you're not going down the street, because I hear this all the time. Oh, I bought a bond, and I don't have insurance. I just have an SR22 bond. No, you bought insurance, and it has an SR22 endorsement on it, which could be a bond. But it's just, all that is, yes, it's a letter sent to the state that says you paid your insurance or you canceled your insurance. That's all an SR22 is. It's for the court and the BMV to keep up with your insurance to 100% make sure you paid it or you canceled it.
Final thought, Charlie.
Yeah, I got 3 quickies. Tupac Shakur.
You never did give us the word.
I did give you the word, didn't I? Fictitious is the word.
Fictitious?
Yeah, so it just means fake. Fake
Yeah,
event.
yeah.
All right, here we go. 3 little quotes from Tupac. Trust me, I never lose. Either I win or learn from it. It's a good one. I'm not perfect, but I'll always be real. Kind of like this guy the more I read about him. Only God can judge me. Those are all Tupac Shakur quotes. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Yep.
Chris, good to see you.
Yep.
Man, I hate you're moving to Oxford, though. I just hate that. We won't get to see you. We won't get to rash it as much.
We'll see him.
I
We'll figure it
doubt
out.
it. I doubt it.
We'll get it.
I doubt it. But anyhow, everybody have a great day. Tomorrow, who did I say was coming in?
I don't care.
Rebecca Bennett. She'll be in. See you tomorrow.
Let's see y'all.
Order it special. All right. Bye.